Okay, so there's quite a few pieces of major Sonic news that I have to cover. Like the rumored live-action TV series that, ironically, other creators are warning not to cover, to a couple new updates on the Sonic Frontiers leaks we've been getting, and this is the most important, but we got official confirmation of the Sonic Movie 2 trailer reveal, and what looks like is going to be the big reveal for Sonic Origins Collection. And I couldn't be more excited, as we are now just mere days away from the pushback release date. As many of you may know, Thanksgiving long passed. It's over. I'm sure everyone had a great time, ate too much, got slightly obese, and had one family member that stayed about an hour too long. But in the end, nobody really cares about any of that. Like literally none of that matters to you guys. And we got some official verification that the trailer is entirely finished production, but I've already gone through so much trauma. I was up all Thanksgiving night, sweating as I anxiously stared at my phone, awaiting a tweet from the Sonic Movie account. I was waiting all day, even late into the night, as I'm on East Coast and LA time is 3 hours earlier. So, like someone in a toxic relationship, I just kept making excuses for them to defend what they did. And let's be honest, they gaslit and lied to us. I waited 27 hours, a whole day, plus 3 hours to catch up to California's time zone. I wasn't able to purchase anything on Black Friday because I spent the entire day crying over this loss. And I didn't even cover it because it happened on the day of Thanksgiving, and this is important, but there was a second tease officially posted from Agent Stone's actor. So Lee Majdoub put out a tweet about the Sonic float in New York City's Macy's Day Parade that happened this past Thanksgiving. And all is well in it, a normal tweet. But the final line is, also hashtag Sonic Movie 2 for no reason, smiley face. Before you ask, no, the smiley face is not a dream reference. Stop. Plus, you add that Paramount's social team also put out a little hint of it dropping Thanksgiving. So this leads to where my trust issues begin. They probably intended for this to be a secret, but whatever social team person was responding to comments, an absolute legend by the way, let the cat out of the bag, and the people at the peak of the Paramount Mountain pushed the date back so they could get the element of surprise. So basically, we as the whole Sonic community ruined this by talking about it so much. And I have some information that gives me a very good idea of when it's dropping, but I'm honestly a little scared to say it. Like, if you see rumors of a release date, I don't know what I'd recommend to do. Like, as #1 source of all Sonic news, I obviously want you to spread it like butter. But at the same time, they'll just push it back if we do. They're clearly watching very closely as they've given strikes out to people showing a literal bin of popcorn. That's right, a bin of popcorn. They got strikes for that. And I want to remain in good graces with the mountain. So after this video, I'm totally done covering when it will be released. I'm not gonna play Nancy Drew trying to figure out the dates. And I even mentioned it before, but let's just get into it. I wasn't capping when I said I think we are days away from this. And a couple reasons, but first, it's looking very possible that we're going to see this at the Game Awards on December 9th. And I don't like being wrong, so I'm not going to say it for 100% certainty, as they can just push it back again. But the Game Awards has a very mainstream gaming audience that aligns really closely to the targeted audience for the sequel. Future Jaden here, and this is totally unscripted, but while editing, we just got a ton more info. So I'm gonna say it right now, I am almost certain we are getting at least the Sonic Movie 2 trailer at the Game Awards, or the Sonic Origins trailer, but check this out. So first, I'm gonna start with Tyson Hess, and then I'll get into Jeff Keighley's teases, and then the official Sonic account. So Tyson Hess just randomly tweeted out a gif of "hold on to your butt." And this is right as Sonic tweeted out to Jeff Keighley. Hey, at Jeff Keighley, do you have any extra invites to the TGAs? And then he wrote, wait, you don't even follow me, lol. And they wrote, following you now because you were cool enough to hook us up with an extra invite. Thanks again. And he also wrote, I see you are 30 and flirty. DM incoming. Jeff getting down with Sonic. The only real ship, to be honest. And they wrote, thanks, we'll see you there. A beautiful moment for the Jeff Keighley X Sonic ship. But then, after that exchange, Jeff tweeted, are we having fun yet? and tweeted a raccoon gif saying hee 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 hee. I'm almost certain that's a coincidence, but it is funny. And then Fidel Games Cage tweeted at Jeff, are you a Sonic fan? Smiley face. And Jeff responded, very much so. Eyes emoji. And you could just see the excitement. He looks like a boy on Christmas. It's beautiful. But yeah, let's add that to the evidence pile, as that's new info. And it gives me a very securing feeling about everything else I'm about to go into. So personally, I do believe they're going to show it at the Game Awards. Now again, not 100%. That can change, and I don't like being wrong. I can't say it enough. But with everything we know, and the mere fact that the Sonic movie account has been radio silent since Thanksgiving, I imagine everyone, even internally, thought the trailer would come out then. As Lee is a man of the people, he would never betray us like this. I refuse to believe it. He is literally a man of the people. He interacts more with the Sonic community than literally any other actor on the entire production. And the reason why I think the Game Awards will be the final push. There's an account named Big Screen Leaks who says they got word that the trailer is done. And they have a blue check mark, which not only makes them a credible source, but superior to us in every way. Although, since I don't have one, you still can't trust them entirely until I get one, then only verified accounts. I mean, we got 2 legit sources hinting at it dropping on Thanksgiving, and it didn't happen. But it makes sense. I mean, I guess it must have been not quite finished yet, so they weren't able to drop it. And I genuinely think the socials person and Lee thought it was going to drop Thanksgiving Day, so no fault to them teasing. But that does mean now we have to be patient and know that it could drop any day now, likely the 9th. At this point, the only way I'll believe any other date is if Ben Schwartz or Jeff Fowler go out wearing a shirt with the trailer's release date on it. So before I move on to the TV show, let's be honest, nobody else's opinion really matters other than Raccoon Man. Obligatory, that's a joke comment. And this still lines up with my original prediction of the Game Awards, but I'm not getting my hype up too much. I seriously, I can't handle any more heartbreak. But I do think we will get this. So now, let's cover the details of what this rumored Sonic live-action TV show is, and why the source is so confident it's real. Now, the Sonic community has this new trend where they will discredit any 4chan leak with valid evidence, but believe these random weird leaks with no proof to them at all. They all read exactly the same. I have an anonymous source who I trust and hasn't been wrong before, and they gave me this vague information with zero proof. And no hate to any creators initially covering these leaks, because I will always give the benefit of the doubt and assume they did not write these fake leaks themselves, but rather the person who made the leaks and sent it to the video creator is the one lying. And benefit of the doubt, I assume that person exists. So when it comes to this TV series, just like other leaks we've seen recently, they trust their source who hasn't been wrong before. Guys, I'm having some seriously bad deja vu right now.
But first of all, I know there's gonna be like a lot of eyes on me, like why should we believe this guy? And that is 100% fair, and I'm not gonna sway anyone into believing me if they already don't. So like, you have to make the decision either to go with my word or not, just like I go with the decision to trust this source that has done nothing wrong in the past. For me to not believe them, everything they've said is spot on, so I believe everything that they've told me about this game right now. I don't have anything else to say about that, except that I can't be for certain. Things are subject to change, this game is still in development, a lot of things may change, but I can tell you with at least like a 98% confidence that this source, I don't think would be pulling my leg.
Now, on a more serious note, I have seen a couple of creators taking this opportunity to tear each other down for covering this news. And I find it so bizarre because these are the same creators who do exactly what they're criticizing with unsourced leaks. Like, these leaks literally have the exact same source of, I was given these from a source who I trust, hasn't been wrong, yeah. And like, they even put confirmed in their title too. But they put it before the name part of the title, so technically it is true. However, using that same logic, this one is just as true as long as I still cover the first part. There is nothing confirmed about this Sonic Frontiers leak, or even provided as evidence to these leaks.
But I can tell you with at least like a 98% confidence that this source, I don't think would be pulling my leg.
I personally am not against this titling and thumbnail. as it's totally fine and he's playing the same game we all are with YouTube. It would 100% be hypocritical of me to have an issue with this. But what I don't like at all is then acting like you're better than literally every other creator and on some moral pedestal that doesn't even exist. If you genuinely think these leaks about the TV series are BS, then you aren't holding yourself to these same standards and are self-reporting, since there is zero difference between the sourcing of this show and the Frontiers leak from a couple weeks back. That rhymed. I have no issue with any creator here personally, so I don't want my valid criticism to be taken as a personal slight, but rather I want to make it very clear that I do not like gatekeeping in the community and find this post in particular inherently a little gross and egotistical, since you're shunning your entire field of contemporaries for something you regularly do yourself. But regardless of any of that, is there going to be a new live-action Sonic series? Yeah, almost certainly not, no. If it weren't for Prime, this would be likely. But since they already have a spin-off series coming out, this wouldn't make any sense. Especially since the special effects required to pull off a live-action Sonic would be far too expensive for a TV or streaming series that is much longer in runtime and rakes in a lot less profit. The math just doesn't add up. However, I have been wrong before. Yeah, the one time. And sometimes a take looks good in the moment, but ages really badly. Like everyone who said that Zippo leaks were clearly fake, and I'm not gonna lie, major L to them since the name eventually got confirmed as Frontiers. And I'm not going to act like I'm above anyone, because even I had some doubt about it, but I ended up going with the evidence, and since there's no evidence here, granted, there was also no evidence to Daki's source's Sonic Frontiers leak. That's really hard to say. But that's exactly why I think it's important to cover and dissect these leaks. Instead of saying, don't cover this. I think whoever sent Daki that leak was 100% capping with him.
I don't think we'll be pulling my leg.
However, I can't say that entirely for sure, as most of the elements in it were broad enough to possibly see. But there were some that were really specific, so I'll keep on the lookout for those things to line up once we get official information. So yeah, it is a little sussy to be like, don't cover this, just because you don't plan on doing it yourself. But hey, everyone is free to do themselves, so no hate towards anyone as a person. So, will we get a trailer for the Sonic movie sequel December 9th? I mean, dear God, I hope so. It's been so long and the movie comes out in 4 months, so we're a little past due. It's not necessary now, as it's projected this movie will do really well regardless, but as a thirsty Sonic fan, I am quite thirsty. Oh, also totally random, but I recently felt impulsive and am pioneering how you can DM me. It's a little odd, but you can directly text me. You'll get a quick little animated blurbs that you can completely ignore, but it's free and I will straight up be reading and responding to these texts. Don't believe me? Text me a meme and I'll rate it out of 10. 689-240-2314. I'm literally responding to as many of these as I can in my free time, so give it a shot. Also, this isn't the full announcement, but I'm very excited to share, for the very first time, the Sonic Show album is entirely finished and dropping December 17th on YouTube and all audio platforms. I have it set up so 100% of all profit goes to #TeamSeas, so make sure you stream the absolute heck out of it when it drops, as it slaps and goes towards a really good cause of removing plastic from the ocean. Literally one of the biggest environmental crises ever. And if you want to keep up with Raccoon Man, peep the Instagram stories, The Sonic Show. I schizo post on Twitter @Sonic_show, and text me a meme and I really will rate it. So make sure it's extra spicy, no weak memes, okay? That's absolute instant block. 689-240-2314. Also, dear God, just subscribe. You've watched how many of these and you aren't subbed? Bruh, what? Oh, and that's it. Peace.
Here goes. Later. Whoa. Yo. Yeah. No way. Out of my way. I'm on my way. That'll do it. Wait. Boost drink. I can hang on to the ceiling. I'm a collecting machine. I cotton candy.